Hey fam, it is your girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I'm here today with another pick a card reading. The question that we are going to be asking Spirit today is what about you makes them jealous? So, what about you makes them jealous? Them can be anybody on your mind that you have sensed or picked up some jealous energy from. And yeah, it doesn't just have to be, love and relationships, but just anybody that you've picked up any type of, energy from, and only you would know, especially if you're practicing discernment. But yeah, welcome to this channel. Okay, if you are new, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, then a special welcome back. I'm so grateful for y'all, and I'm just excited to get into another reading for today. So, if you are new to pick a cards, this is how this reading is going to go. You can pause the video right now if you need to and look at the three piles that you have in front of you. We have the Modern Witch Tarot with the citrine crystal for pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have the Miss Cleo Tarot deck with the amethyst crystal. And for pile number 3, we have the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck with the pyrite crystal. So you can pause the video right now if you need to, like I said, and choose whichever pile or crystal that you are attracted to the most. Oftentimes I know I be wanting to pick more than one pile, so you might see two, and that's okay. You're just going to scroll down to the timestamps in the description box and choose the timestamp that correlates with the pile or the piles that you have chosen, and I will see you at your reading. All right, my pile one people, if you chose the Modern Witch Tarot with the citrine crystal, we're going to get started with your reading. But first and foremost, I just want to say welcome again to all the new and returning viewers and subscribers. I definitely appreciate y'all. I'm grateful, and I'm just always excited to be back with another reading. Okay, I missed y'all. I was away for a few days, literally working on nail orders, but I'm ready to read. So definitely make sure y'all check out the links in the description box. There you'll find links to follow me on Instagram, to book a personal reading with me, to donate to this channel, and to also check out my Etsy store where I post my line of 3D and hand-painted gel press-on nails. I've been working on a lot of custom orders. It's nonstop. So I'm definitely going to be very grateful and excited to come back with some new arrivals. But with that being said, y'all, just a quick disclaimer, because the question we're asking Spirit today is what about you makes them jealous? And I just want to let y'all know that if you pick up on some jealous energy, or if this reading is a confirmation for you, the best thing that you can do is to separate yourself from the person that is throwing this energy at you. Something that I always think about is that if someone's jealous of you where you are, wherever you are, however you are, in our life circumstances and situations are going to be different. But in your own personal situation, if that person is jealous of you, in your life, the best thing for you to do is to separate yourself from that person. And to, not keep them around, because who you are today, especially if you're focused on growth, progression, evolution, is like, that's not who you're going to be tomorrow. So if someone can't take you today, then you think they're going to be able to take you tomorrow? Okay. So just make sure that you're separating yourself. Don't use this reading to go back and be egotistical, like, I had Spicy said this and this and this about you. I know you jealous of me. Like, just separate yourself, take the information, and keep it pushing and go live your best life. Okay. So I have 3 other oracle decks over here that I'm going to be using: the Energy Oracle, a Divine Feminine, and then I also have the Kipper deck, which are like fortune telling cards. But yeah, let's go ahead and start, and let's see what about you makes this person jealous. Now, we started off with the Empress and the High Priestess. This is very big energy. So already off the rip, it's like this person is definitely jealous about just how strong, powerful, and powerful yet your energy is. That's funny. I said, y'all, make sure y'all use y'all discernment. Make sure y'all use y'all discernment. But I feel like you are highly discerning individuals, especially when it comes to this High Priestess. You're very focused on listening to listening to your intuition, you know, listening to your own inner guidance. And I feel like you all's inner guidance is very accurate. Like, it's on point. What I just saw was like the bullseye emoji. You know, it's very on point. It's very accurate. So, and I also think it's because you all immerse yourself in, you know, research, or you immerse yourself in, you know, being educated. You immerse yourself within, especially if you're very high. Well, from here, I see that you are very focused on, you know, developing your spirituality and developing your inner guidance, developing your intuition. So it's like, you all are able to be so discerning and be so on point because you're immersing yourself in this. But yeah, very strong energy, like very strong, especially with that Empress. Is like you all could definitely very much be divine feminine, okay? Divine feminine individuals where you're very highly, you know, your energy is very highly concentrated in that feminine energy, which is one of creativity. The feminine energy is also very introspective. It's more of like a yin, softer type of energy, but it's definitely needed, especially when it comes to creativity. So you all could definitely be highly creative individuals. You always are you always are pregnant with ideas, but essentially there's always abundance flowing from you. There's always limitless ideas flowing from you. And if you are doing something creative, this person who is, you know, feel some type of way, could be, you know, throwing some jealous energy at you, is like they will also be jealous of the things that you are creating. So for some reason, I just heard that, you know, this person would think like, oh, you a know-it-all, you always know everything. But I don't think it's essentially you being like arrogant know-it-all, but I just feel as though it's because you're tapped into your intuition, you're tapped into your third eye, like you're tapped into these things. So you may not know it all when it comes to everything, but as far as with yourself, you know it all. Like as far as with yourself, like, and even, you know, just being able to predict things for yourself. So this person being in close contact with you, like they would see that, you know, when it comes to you, things aren't just coincidences, or it's like they would say like, oh, this person predicted this and this happened. So they would think, oh, you're just a know-it-all, or you're just right. But I just feel like it only, you know, expands to really, you know, things that you touch or things that have to do with you. If you see what I'm saying, it's like you don't have to know every single fact in the world to be a know-it-all, but you just know what is immediately around you and in your circle or in your energetic space is what I'm trying to say. So this person is definitely jealous of the fact that, like, you know, you can have support from other people. So you can definitely be working on something worthy. I just heard a worthy idea. So there's something that you are definitely working on. And I feel as though you have other people that are supporting you. You have other people that like what it is that you're doing. You have other people that want to like back you. What I heard is some of y'all could be getting financial backing. If you have not received that yet, definitely look forward to that. You could be receiving some financial backing for a project that you're doing. But you're also just in general a very build it from the ground up, maybe even a DIY type of person. And this is something they're jealous about. When you have an idea, you're able to put together a plan and you're able to execute that plan. So even though you all could definitely be very highly in a divine feminine energy, and a divine feminine energy isn't really one that's highly focused on execution, but I feel as though you all have the ability to do that. So I keep hearing the best of both worlds, the best of both worlds. But yeah, this person could definitely be hating on your transformation to becoming who you are. So how you actually evolved, how things were made anew for you. And what I also just heard was like, you know, just the, I just heard like dead pieces just falling off of you. So think of yourself like a flower, and it's just like those dead leaves just falling off of you. Like, you know, so you all just, you know, really transformed into this just amazing being. Now, I don't know who you were before this reading, but I'm just saying, like, you definitely transformed into this amazing being. So it could be that this person feels some type of way about you. You're exhibiting a lot of success, and I feel like this person, they feel some type of way because it's like you do have support. You have people around you, like you have, you know, others that actually want to celebrate your success, or they could also deem that you are someone who is just having an amazing social life. You know, some of y'all, I feel like, could have very much been, I don't want to say introverts, because just because you're an introvert doesn't make you shy, but it's like some of y'all could have been hiding yourself away or keeping yourself away from others, or, you know, maybe you felt insecure about going out. What I heard too was some of y'all had like social anxieties when it came to going out or to putting yourself out there. But I really do think that since you evolved and transformed into this empress, it's like you feel a lot much more confident to go out or to celebrate your accomplishments or to continue to keep stretching and to continue to keep growing. So I feel like when you first met this person, or when this person first met you, they might have saw you as being small, but it's like through, you know, them seeing you, even through your evolution and growth, they saw that there's more beneath the surface and that you're more than who they perceived you to be. So there's a lot of support here when it comes to other people as well. So it could also be that you're very, you know, much well liked. When you go out, people like you. They might like your clothes. They might like your beauty. They might like what you wear. So yeah, this person definitely hating on your vibe. They're jealous of your vibe. It's really just your being and energy. Like, that's really what it is. And yeah, it's just the Four of Wands is also another card that has to do with success. And also it could be that you all are, if you're not married, you could be, you know, getting ready to be married. If there's no one in the picture, then you could just be, you know, you could be someone who a lot of people could see themselves being married to, or you could be wifey material, you could be hubby material. So that could be the thing as well, because the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, that definitely to me is given like the ability to build a stable, long-lasting foundation, or even building a house as well too. So y'all could have that engineer spirit, like that spirit where it's like you really can just build and put things together. Literally out of thin air. So just a lot of manifestation energy as well. But yeah, it could be also within your creativity or your occupation, whatever it is that you do. And you're always accomplishing your goals. This person sees that you always have a plan, and your plan always leads to success. So it's a lot of success here. I just think that this person pegged you to be a lot smaller than who you have transformed into being. You're a lot smarter than you look. What I heard, you're a lot smarter than you look. And I also think that you are highly favored by other people, even people that have not yet met you. But then, yeah, like you're just highly favored, you know. So that's probably why this person feels some type of way about you. But let's get some cards from the, let's do the energy oracle and see what else comes up for you. Give me 1 second. I got mad cards and I just want to get two. So we have man holding a coin. And let's see what else we have. We also have the Magician in the mirror, and that's some energy that I was picking up on especially when it came to any creative pursuits or just whatever it is that you're doing for work. When I see the Three of Pentacles, it doesn't have to just mean like, oh, you an entrepreneur, you a business owner, you doing it by yourself. Like, does not necessarily have to mean that. You could just also, if you're working for someone else, it's like you're a valuable part of the team. People look up to you. You know, people look up to you because all of your plans and everything that you do always leads towards some type of success. It always leads towards you accomplishing some type of goal. So it just seemed like, you know, you're a very accomplished person. And oftentimes people downplay, you know, their accomplishments, and, you know, but it's like, if you had an idea in your mind, you planned it and you executed it, and it not only went the way that you wanted to, but other people are celebrating you, like, that's an accomplishment. It doesn't have to be a super big thing. You know what I'm saying? But for you all, I just feel as though this person is definitely jealous because they know that once you get the assist, you're making a slam dunk, or you're making the 3-pointer. Okay, once you get the assist. So it just is giving me the energy of like someone who's mad because of, they're jealous because of what you're receiving from the universe. Now, when I see this man holding a coin, it doesn't literally have to be like a man giving you money. Like, you know what I'm saying? It does not necessarily have to be that, but it could also just be like the Ace of Pentacles, especially with 4 plus 3 being 7. It's just letting me know that, like, it could be that, you know, spirit, your universe, your team, okay, your spiritual team, okay, they definitely want to hand you an opportunity or give you a blessing or give you a gift, you know. And as soon as you get that thing, you already know that you're taking off. So you all could be very resourceful people. And I think that's why you're going to get blessed with so much more. And that's why I think you're successful, because you take what you have, like, you take what you have and you make something better out of it. Like, you take what you have and you transform it, or you manifest something amazing with the opportunities or with the blessings that you're being given, you know. And that Ace of that pentacle right there doesn't even just have to be, you know, money or a gift. It could literally be an idea, you know, a money making idea. And with you all just having that feminine energy, and you all just a lot here having to do with creativity and planning and building and executing, is like you all do a, you know, an amazing job at that. And you just really go by how you feel. That's the thing too. So this person is jealous. They don't really know how you do what you do. They don't know how you are able to manifest these amazing things, especially when it comes to your creativity, your work, or your occupation. And they don't understand how, you know, motivated that you can continue to be, because there's a motivation and determination here when it comes to you creating the life that you really want for yourself. So they jealous about that too. So let's move on to a Divine Feminine tarot deck, and let's get some cards in here and see what else is going on. And yeah. So we have freedom. Yeah, just with the death card, and then also with butterfly standing for transformation. It could be that y'all are just at a place right now where you are just freely being you. What I heard was free to be me. So you're just freely doing you. And I feel like you all are, you know, experiencing a sense of empowerment from doing so. And that's why this person is jealous. It's like you're just you. You're, what I just heard was, I'm like a bird. It's like you're always going, not saying like bird in a bad way, but it's just like you're free, you're always flying, you're always doing you. Like there's nothing really necessarily holding you back from accomplishing what it is that you want. And it could just be that's why this person is jealous. And then we also have infatuation. Now this infatuation card can mean two separate things. It could be that this person is jealous that other people are infatuated with you, because there's a lot here that has to do with favor from other people. You know, other people showing you favor, other people showing you support, other people liking you. So it could be that this person has an issue with that. They're jealous of that. But I feel like It could also be that, oh yeah, and I feel like you're able to use this to your advantage, especially when other people, favor you. You use it to your advantage. Like if other people like you, they want to do things for you, they want to give things to you, they want to celebrate your success. It's like, who are you to be like, no, I don't want that? Like, I really do think that you have advantages. But yeah, it could also be that with the infatuation card, the other message I was getting too is the fact that this person is infatuated with you too. So you know how it is. It's like they be like, it's cliche, but it is what it is. It's like your haters really be your biggest fans and supporters. So that could definitely be another message as well. But yeah, just on the bottom, we have new you. We have new you, and I can definitely say that you went through a period of just disappointment with life. You went through a period of probably financial hardships. You went through a period where it's like you literally had to compete for what you needed, or you even had to, go through the drama. It's just letting me know that you went through the fire and now you are a new person. This makes me think about like a phoenix rising. So it could be that this individual, they just jealous, but you literally went through mad things to be who you are today. So should you really care? So we have bad health in the reverse. It could be that you all are, experiencing a revitalization of your health. Some of y'all could have experienced some type of sickness. Now you're bouncing back. Or even had some issues with mental health and depression, and now you're finally bouncing back from that as well. Oh, this is the Kipper deck. I didn't let y'all know. So let's get one more card, and then we're going to finish off this reading. And I'm hoping that you all have a better idea of what about you makes this person jealous. And then we also have despair. Yeah, like this is something that definitely came up because with the new you on the bottom of the deck and the 5, it just let me know that like that's what y'all experience. Just mad despair, mad trauma, like drama, going back and forth, literally having to compete for what you wanted, having issues with, financial constraints, maybe not having the amount of money that you would like, not seeing the type of money that you would like to see, not having the things that you would like to have. But I just feel like despite that, it's like you all had to look past your circumstance and situation and stay focused on who you are at the essence and core of your own being. And that has been, what has been able to bring to help develop you into the person that you are today, regardless of your bank account. But you all definitely experience, some poverty, some financial constraints, some setbacks, some disappointments. And this person definitely with a lot of the transformation that y'all are experiencing, it's like this person definitely is they just mad when it comes to your transformation and growth and how you've had the ability to just bounce back from some things that I think that a lot of people wouldn't be able to handle. Like they wouldn't be able to handle bad physical health. They wouldn't be able to handle, unstable mental health illness. They wouldn't be able to, withstand these things and still be able to create something that, people love, or to be this person that people love. So that's what it is for this pile 1. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right here, but I definitely hope that you all were able to resonate with these messages. Definitely make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to keep moving forward within your life. Keep moving forward and don't get caught up in the jealous energy and vibes. Just keep doing you, and you will continue to see brighter days. So I'm gonna leave it there, and I will see y'all in the next one, pile 1. All right, my pile 2 people, if you chose the Miss Cleo tarot deck with the amethyst crystal, I'm going to get started with your reading. But first and foremost, I just want to say welcome to all the new viewers and subscribers, and a special welcome back to all the returning subscribers. I definitely appreciate you all. You could have been anywhere in these YouTube streets, but you are here with me, and I definitely appreciate that. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this reading. I'm excited to be here. make sure you check out the links in the description box. You will find links there to follow me on Instagram, to book a personal reading, to donate to this channel, to support its growth if you would like to, as well as to check out my Etsy store where I post my line of 3D and hand-painted gel press-on nails. And y'all, I've been doing a lot of custom orders, so if you've been watching, I have yet to post my new arrivals, but I am excited to. I just have mad orders to do. Like, when I mean mad, I'm saying a lot. Okay, that's slang for a lot. So I have a lot of orders to do, but hey, I missed y'all. I hope y'all miss me. It's been a couple of days, but I'm back. Couldn't stay away for too long. So we're asking Spirit today, what about you makes them jealous? Just a quick disclaimer, like I told Pile One, when it comes down to, you know, you discerning and coming to the conclusion that someone is throwing jealous energy at you, the best thing that you can do is separate yourself from that person as much as you can. Because I always feel as though, like, if this person or whoever is jealous and you not even at the, you know, at the peak of where you want to be in life, or you perceive that your life circumstances may not be, you know, the type of circumstances that someone would be jealous over, is like, as you continue to keep progressing, especially if you're focusing on development, is like, if you continue to keep progressing, is like, how is that person going to be able to take you in the future? So if they can't take you now where you are, they can't support you now where you are in your current life circumstances, situation, regardless of what they perceive is true or not true about you, is like, that person 9 times out of 10 is going to continue to be even more jealous as you continue to keep moving forward and just living a great life. So, you know, this isn't a reading for you all to be egotistical and just be like, oh, Spicy said this. You know, this is more so of a reading for you to confirm what it is that you're feeling, or even be aware of some new information, and then you can move accordingly. Okay? Move accordingly. I have 3 other oracle decks over here: the Energy Oracle, a Divine Feminine Oracle, and I also have the Kipper deck to help supplement these tarot cards. So let's go ahead and keep it pushing. We're asking Spirit today, what about you makes them jealous? You know, we starting off the hiatus strong, okay? With the ending of the hiatus. We starting it off strong. I definitely want to get some clarification cards. Wow, y'all are the comeback people. Like, y'all are really the comeback people. Like, the comeback people. Like, it's like you bounce back. Like, you know, Big Sean be like, last night took an L, but tonight I bounced back. It's like, your life, you probably been taking L's, but now you bounce back. Like, in your life, you was probably taking L's. In your life, you was probably taking mad L's. This person, they just mad because it's like, you're not rolling around in the mud with them anymore. Like, you're not rolling around in the mud with them anymore, and that's why they're jealous. Like, what I just heard was, oh, you think you better? Oh, you think you better than me? Yeah, whoever this person is, it's like, they're just mad because you're not, you know, you're not rolling around in the mud where they were. Or you're not, you know, you left the drama alone. Some of y'all walked away from the drama. You know, they're mad because you don't want to fight. They mad because you don't want to argue. They mad because you don't want to be toxic. Now, some of y'all definitely have indulged in some toxicities in your past. Now, what I heard, a big one that I heard was gossip. A big one that I heard was gossip. That's what came to my mind. Gossip. So you could have been engaging in gossip about other people, especially with this person. It's just given you and this person was at the same place at a certain point in time. Or if it wasn't gossip, it could be other toxicities here as well, like drinking, drug use, just really unhealthy things like, gambling to the point of now we losing a lot of money, gambling, or even addiction to adult entertainment. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Or even addictions to sex. So a combination of all. Like, so you all could have definitely been in a very toxic energy, just in a very toxic energetic space. And you was in really, what I just heard was like you was in really close proximity to evil. That's why I'm just like, y'all was taking L's, but now y'all bouncing back. Because I feel like this person is jealous because you put yourself in a state of surrender, where you realize that, the energy that you was in, or, the close proximity, what I just heard was close encounter to evil, is like these things were, they were not helping you to be able to accomplish and go after the things that you really wanted to do in life. So it's just, this person that's jealous is like, they're not a good person for you to be around anyway, because if you was in close proximity with this person, it's like nothing in your life was working out for you. You know how it's like you could be around certain people and it's like you start to get blessed, mad things are working good for you, everything is working good, but then it's like other people that you around, stuff start, messing up. Your situation start going backwards. You start losing money. You start losing opportunities. You start losing your passion for life. You start just things just start going backwards. You might lose your house. You might lose your car. You might lose your job. Like, so it's just like you realize, I think it was more so like you realized that things were going backwards in your life more so than you realized that it could have been your close proximity with this person. You know what I'm saying? It's like you realized as things were going backwards in your life, that's what was you thought about first. And then I feel like this person is just secondary, or you might just be learning that now that your relationship with this person was having things move backwards in your life. But I feel as though this person is definitely jealous because you were able, well, I don't know if they knew that you was able to put two and two together, that they was blocking your blessings or having things in your life going backwards. But I feel like what they picked up is that you surrendered a lot of these toxic habits and things that you used to do. What I just heard was going on a diet or a cleanse or a fast. It's like they noticed that. So you could have stopped hanging out with this person as much, or try to pull back on the things that they want, that they were addicted to, or they got you addicted to. So just trying to pull back on maybe drug use, pull back on alcohol use, pull back on gambling, pull back on just high risky, unsafe behaviors. Like you wanted to pull back on those things. Because as you was indulging in those things, there wasn't, things weren't going right for you. So I feel as though you all really put yourself in a place of surrender and you sacrifice these things for something better. Whenever I see the hangman, I always feel like, yeah, like you purposely put yourself in this place because you know that there's always something better. So you had to sacrifice this in exchange for that. So I feel like this person just hating on you because since you've done that, since you've pulled back, you've been able to restrain yourself when it comes to these things. It's like you and this person are not like as compatible anymore. You're not really on the same page when it comes to things. So y'all might have arguments, or they might be thinking like just they're having just like mad contentious behavior, like, or contentious energy towards you, where it could be things are like seething. But yeah, I definitely would stay away from this person because you don't want to be dragged into an argument or dragged into a fight, whether it be, verbal or physical. But yeah, this person definitely jealous because it's like you sacrifice this, or you sacrifice bad behaviors in search for something better. And I think that your situation, if you have not yet experienced this yet, or you could be experiencing this now, is like you would definitely be experiencing, just more abundance and more wealth, an influx of more money, or increasing your income. But I also feel as though you all it's funny, whenever I see this Fool card, it's like you all definitely have been forced into another way of being. It's like, it's not even, I really just think it's spirit that's really stepping in and helping to do this for you, because it's just like, I feel like your spiritual team don't want you to be in these lower vibrational energies, or didn't want you to be engaging in these risky behaviors, or whatever it was that this person was a potential influence over. They didn't want you to be in close proximity with this evil. That's not something that they wanted. So it's kind of like spirit forced you into this new place of being. They forcing you. I know force sounds like mad extreme, but it's just where you are, and they want you in a better place so that you can actually be able to receive more, as opposed to you just losing things. Like, so this person, they jealous of you, but I don't know if you should actually really care, because, you know, what is more important, you know, someone else's feelings or your financial stability, or your, you know, if you want to be in a loving partnership and relationship with someone. It's like, you know, especially if this is an ex, it's just like, you're going to let this person stand in your way of, you know, ultimate like happiness and success, even if it's with another person that's not them. Okay, so no, I would say no. You know, the cards don't have to tell me that. I would say no. So it just seems as though this person feels some type of way, because it's like, it's kind of like you was just kind of plucked out of this situation and put somewhere else, you know. It makes me think about when you're at the arcade and you're, it's like the grabber claw game, where it's like you want to grab a toy, and you know, and so it doesn't drop out of the claw. That's just what it seemed like metaphysically that happened to you. It was like spirit just came and plucked you out of this situation and drop you somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel as though this person's just upset, because it's like, you're not there, y'all aren't compatible, y'all don't do the same things no more. But for you, it just, it was gonna have to happen. Like, it was literally gonna have to happen, because things were going backwards in life for you. You know, some of y'all was losing y'all passions, you know, so it's like you had to kind of get back in touch with, you know, who you are and what you actually do. So this relationship just that you have with this person, it's just giving like really toxic. You know, it's giving really toxic, and it's giving that you know, sacrificed and surrendered the things that you were doing, which ultimately, you know, sacrificed and cut off this person. So that's what that is. So we have the temple path. The temple path. Yeah, it seemed like a lot of you all got heavier into your spirituality. You know, you just got kind of back. What I heard too was like, this could have been something that was already in your family, or something you've already practiced before. So you're just kind of getting back to like what your habitual behaviors and patterns were. It seemed like this person was here to kind of derail you off of your path. But that's why I said spirit kind of like, when I say force, I don't want to mean in a bad way, but it's like they had to get you back, you know, on the path that you're actually destined to be on, because I think you're supposed to experience more than just what you've experienced with this person. Like, you haven't experienced the fullness of, you know, of who you are, or what you deserve, or what you will have, because of this toxic, you know, person that was just in the mix. So yeah, I definitely feel as though you all are in a sense like returning back home, or returning. Yeah, what I just heard was there's no place like home. So you could have already been practicing spirituality, but it's just like when you met this person, you became derailed, you know, or, you know, so they kind of, you know, in a sense, it's like spirit wanted you to come back home. So I just feel as though that's why this person is jealous of you. It's like you found your way back. That's why I just feel like they was trying to, you know, derail your path or something like that, you know, get in the way. And then we have Angel of Love. Yeah, I feel like this person is just, they jealous of you because I feel like you're well taken care of, and not even just well taken care of by other people. Yes, you can have support from other people, but I just feel as though you're more so well taken care of by, spirit. You're more so well taken care of by God. You're taken care of by the universe, by your spiritual team. It's like, what I see here is like you're literally in the palm of God's hand. So it's like, it don't matter where you are, like you're gonna be protected, you're gonna be loved, you're gonna be cared for. It's just like, this person is like, I wouldn't even care, because what I just heard was like, they know they ain't ish. They know they ain't ish. They know that. This person knows that. They know that. So it could be that they were trying to get kicks off of trying to drag you down too, from recognizing who you are. Because if this person can recognize that they ain't SHIT, it's like they can also recognize that someone is really all of that, that someone is amazing, that someone is great. Like, they can recognize that too. So don't ever put things past people, and don't ever feel like people can't read you just because you can read them. Don't ever feel like that, because people can read other people too. Like, they have the ability of, intuition and perception, as well. So, but I just feel as though you're well taken care of. It doesn't matter where you end up. It's like, you're gonna, have your guardian angel over here that's taking care of you and has you in the palm of their hand, that's nurturing you, that's protecting you. And, so let's get some cards from a Divine Feminine Oracle and see what comes up. Give me a second to shuffle, because I don't want to keep bringing up the same card. So we have mental health. So you all could definitely be more at peace with your mental health, or even as you was fasting, or just taking a break, or moving away from the toxic energy. Is like, you're doing that because of your mental health and wanting to see your mental health be better, especially if you was experiencing losing mad stuff, or just having a lack of fervor for life, caring about life and caring about what you're doing here, and caring about your purpose. So you all really put your mental health first. I just feel like with this person, it just gives me gossip, it gives me drinking, it gives me drugs. Like, that's what I get from this person. So it gives me, right? That's what it's giving. So I feel as though you are really, as you distance yourself, it's like you're focusing on your mental health. You're putting your mental health first. And that's probably something this person is mad about, because that's not something they're necessarily doing for themselves. They're not putting their mental health first, And then we also have irreplaceable. Yeah, so this person could definitely be jealous because you're an irreplaceable person. I just feel like this person want to drag you down into the mud with them and just keep you there. It just gives me the idea of someone that's just like clutching to someone, or like trying to like envelop someone, like just keep them there, keep them bound. Because even with that devil energy, that's about codependency also, and it's about being bound to someone else, through chains, being bound to someone. So it could be that you and this person developed a very strong trauma bond, a very strong cord of attachment. And it's like, because you're not there anymore, you release yourself from that. It's like they understand that you're irreplaceable. Like, they'll never meet someone that is as great or amazing as you, but they have to understand that they can't keep you there, because that's not where you're supposed to be. It's like trying to keep a butterfly in your hands or something. It's like, yeah, you probably want to keep that butterfly, but it's not as beautiful as if you was to see that butterfly flying and to see all the colors and its wings and all of that stuff, So the song that just came to mind was Pretty Wings by Maxwell. So that song might mean something to you when it comes to how this person feels, but it's just like they can't keep you. You have to be able to fly. You have to be able to be you. You have to be able to, go live your life. They can't keep you in this place, even though they wish they could. So let's get 2 more cards and we'll wrap up the end of this. We'll wrap up this reading with this highly toxic individual. So let's see what we have from the Kipper deck. The card fell on the ground. So let's try for another one. So we have distant horizons. Distant horizons. Yeah, I just feel like you all have moved away from this person. Now, you could have, and you just broke through that chain. I feel like this person is just jealous because they can't see you. Like, they don't know, they could also not know where you are. They probably don't know where you went. So you all could have just, of course, energetically cut that attachment towards that person. Or you also could have moved too. You could have moved your actual physical location. But it's just giving that, this connection was surrendered for something better, for you to experience better out of life. And that's something that they're mad about. Oh, you think you better? That's what this person would say. Like, oh, you think you better? Every time I look at that devil card, it's just like, tell this person to be quiet. Like, be quiet. Be quiet. But y'all also got great fortune here as well. And I think this card is also confirming this 10 of Pentacles that's here. So that's why I'm saying, like, you really had to move away from this person to get your blessings, because this person was definitely blocking your blessings. Now I feel like you're in a better place to work and to be diligent and to be motivated and to have that passion for life and your hobbies and your creativity and the things that you want to do. Having a passion, well, not a passion, but tapping back into your imagination. So it could have been that your imagination was stifled, especially if you were doing substances with this person or just being in an all-around toxic, energetic environment. Like, with this person, it's gonna take you into a lower vibe. And to be in your imagination, that's a higher vibe that you have to be in to even be able to tap into that, so, and to see those visions of, life's coming attractions. Like, you have to be in a higher vibe, especially when you're expecting something positive to come into your life. So I just feel as though you just had to move away from this person to be blessed. Like, because being in close proximity with them was not doing nothing for your personal situation. It just was not doing nothing. So things were going backwards. So it's just like, this person just upset because you moved away and you did what you had to do ultimately to, get, what you want out of life, or to be receiving what it is that you want out of life, plus more, with great fortune. So that's why I'm just like, are we going to care about someone else's feelings and how they feel when they were not an all around great person, So I don't think so. I don't think you should. I think you should continue to keep moving on with your life so that you can continue to keep experience, the fullness of this harvest. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. I definitely hope that you all resonated with this pile. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right, my pile 3 people, if you chose the Mystic Mondays tarot deck with the pyrite crystal, we're going to get started with your reading. But first and foremost, I definitely want to say welcome to all the viewers, all the new viewers, and a special welcome back to all the returning subscribers. I am grateful for y'all. I haven't been here in a few days, but I'm happy to be back. Just switching back and forth between, making content and focusing on my online store, but I'm here and I definitely hope that you all enjoy this reading today. Make sure y'all check out the links in the description box. There you'll find links to follow me on Facebook, to follow me on to follow me on Instagram. Oh my God, to follow me on Instagram, to book a personal reading with me, to donate to this channel if you would like to. And also to check out my Etsy store where I post my line of 3D and hand painted gel press on nails. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of custom sets, but I'm definitely excited to you know, drop some new arrivals for y'all. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about what about you makes them jealous, and just a disclaimer, because I gave one to pile 1 and pile 2. When it comes down to, you know, discerning if someone is throwing jealous energy at you and just, you know, confirming that, the best thing that you can do afterwards is to move accordingly and to separate yourself from that person. Please don't go back, watch this reading and be like, yeah, that's why Spicy said you jealous of me because ABC XYZ. Like, we not doing that, okay? Confirm what information needs to be confirmed. Learn some new information if you're learning new information from me, and keep it pushing, okay? Keep it pushing. You know, if they can't take you now where you are in your current life circumstance, okay, then how are they going to take you in the future? Especially if you are focusing on progression and development and, you know, consistently evolving in a positive way. It's like, how are they going to be able to take you there if they can't even take you where you are right now in your current life circumstance or situation? So just something to think about. But y'all, in addition to the Mystic Mondays deck, I have 3 other Oracle decks. I have the Energy Oracle, I have the Divine Feminine Oracle, and I also have the Kipper deck. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, this person, they mad because it's just like they're jealous of you because they can sense that something big is coming for you. Like something big. Like, or you're awaiting a really big result, you know. Something big is on its way to you. Yeah. The 3 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. It's your time. It's your time now. Like, I'm gonna need y'all to put that in the comment section. It's my time now. Because it's your time now. It's your turn. You're next up. You're next up. Like, everybody else been next up. You're next up. It's your time now. Let me get 2 more cards and I'm going to tell you what I mean. But I just want y'all to get excited. Like, it's more so than even this person being jealous of you. But from what I see here, it's like, get excited. Get excited. I had a couple cards fall out on the ground. Give me a second. Let me pick them up and get back to shuffling. What is this? Knight of Cups. Be careful with this person. Yeah, be careful with this person. Some of y'all are confused. Like, I feel like y'all are thinking like, how could this person be jealous of me? Like, they're so supportive, or they're so loving, or they've been so, you know, they've been so emotionally there for me. I just take it easy with this person. Have your boundaries with this person, because they can literally just be trying to cozy up to you or try to be in close proximity to you because of these amazing things that are on the way to you. Okay, these amazing things. So be careful with this person. This could really be like a Judas, like someone who is in your, you know, squad, someone who's your friend, someone who's in your group. It could even be a romantic partner, or someone you've been involved with romantically. You know, just be careful with this person, because this person will literally say and do anything just to be around you, just to benefit off of this new, you know, this new fortune that's coming your way. Like, just to benefit off of you, your higher status, you know, these things that are coming your way. And some of y'all can already be here, But when I see the Wheel of Fortune, it lets me know that it's like, no, the tides are changing and it's your time is now. Your time is now. So either way, it could have been you was already experiencing this wealth, or you're about to. You're about to. Luck is on your side. But yeah, or blessings are on your side, right? But yeah, you all are definitely awaiting something very big. You've been putting in a lot of hard work. You've been putting in a lot of motivation. You've been very determined. You've been working consistently. And with that Nine of Pentacles, it's just letting me know that it's like you all just building the type of life that you actually really want for yourself. You being self-sufficient. You really stepping into this new energy, like having what you need, being, you know, potentially being completely independent of another person. So you could be stepping into your single energy. You could be single, but you also have everything that you need for yourself. A Nine of Pentacles card is like one of comfort. It's one of comfort, but it's through you, you know, it's that comfort that you experience through you literally building up, you know, what you needed for yourself. So whether that be financial stability for you, whether that be, you know, changing your, transforming your body, taking care of your family, whatever that is for you, it just felt like you all, you know, will be experiencing, you know, just amazing wealth and amazing fortune to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do in life. You can literally do anything when you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Like anything you touch can turn to gold, because simply because you have the resources and you have the financial backing to be able to do so. So I just feel like you all are definitely going to be experiencing, you know, the amazing rewards and results from what it is that you have put your time and energy into. Yeah, and on the bottom is the Queen of Cups. So y'all could even be receiving back like positive, good karma for just how nurturing that you've been even towards other people, how you've been taking care of other people. But even also just taking care and nurturing, you know, that seed that is within you, you know, that seed, or if you've been focusing on a creative project or a creative endeavor, whatever it is that you've been working on, is like you're gonna receive the, you know, the rewards and results of that. And some of y'all could have just been working on personal growth and evolving, or also just focusing on, you know, increasing your energetic vibration and getting yourself into this vibration of comfort, getting yourself into this vibration of money and financial stability. So whatever you was doing out of those things, it is definitely working out positively for you. And I feel like you're being supported by the universe, because I just heard like, okay, the time is now. Your time is now. Other people have been next up. Now it's your time. So I would be happy. Like, be happy. Like, definitely expect great things, you know, just from these cards. But I will also say, oh yeah, that's why this person is jealous, because of those things. But I will also say that this person has had a front row seat at these things that have been going on, right? So it's going to be important for you to practice your discernment and to put up your own personal boundaries. And that's probably why this person feels some type of way, because you starting to maybe peep some, when I see peep, I mean see some inconsistencies with this person. You know, maybe they show you something, but then they say something else, or they say something else and they show you something else. So you're starting to see some inconsistencies with this person. And I really do think that you have to protect yourself when it comes to this person, because it's like you don't want to be taken advantage of because of what you have. Because when you are vibrating high, when you have money, when you have everything that you need, it's like people are going to say anything and everything just so they can get a piece of your money or get a piece of whatever it is that you're doing, you know? So, or who it is that you are now being. So it's definitely important for you to protect yourself and to just make sure that the people that you have around you actually genuinely support you and they're just not here to use you. But yeah, this person, you want to be careful with them, because it could be that they want to use you because of these things that you have coming towards you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a lot of things to, you know, I would say to be grateful for, to be thankful for. And, you know, you're right there. You're literally right on the precipice of your new life. You know, you're literally right there. Like, the wheel has turned, you know, like luck and fortune is on your side. So yeah, be careful with this person, because that's why they mad. That's why they bit jealous of you, because they can see it. They can see it. So you definitely want to make sure that you all are protecting yourself, like I've said. Definitely do so. But yeah, we have victory. We have victory that came out. Yeah, like, you're victorious after a period of working after, and y'all could have just been so indecisive in what it was that you want to do. So you finally at a place in life where it's like you have a sense of direction, and you've actually decided on what it was that you want, and you put it out there to the universe. You took the action steps that you needed to take so that you could experience this, you know, desired outcome that is coming to you, which is one of victory. It's one of success. This person could also be jealous because not only are you achieving success, but you also will be achieving attention and validation from other people, you know? So this person could just be a little annoyed, but it's like you are, when you know, receive your rewards and your results, like, don't feel like you have to play small or dim your light for anybody else. Like, celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your success. Celebrate what it is that you built up for yourself. Like, don't let this person try to make you, and their jealousy, try to make you feel like, oh, you being arrogant, oh, you being egotistical. Like, you work hard. You work hard. You've been diligent. So celebrate your success. Like, that's why they mad. They mad because victory is right there. Like, victory is literally right there. And we have the second chakra, which I believe is the sacral chakra. The second chakra, yeah. So it could be that you all, especially with that Nine of Pentacles energy, is like, it could be that you all are, you know, just very, very, very attractive right now. You know, you're very attractive. The more that you step into, you know, accomplishing your goals and success, that probably makes you more attractive to other people as well. So yeah, this person is mad about that. Y'all are definitely in that single sexy energy, you know, self-sufficient type of energy. So this person is definitely upset about that. They're jealous, but yet they want to cozy up to you and be all in your face. Like, I can't with people like that. Yo, I can't. So you all definitely could very much be tapping into your creativity as well, especially with what it is that you're working on and the result of what you're expecting with the Three of Wands. So that's probably why they mad too. But yeah, I feel like you all are gonna, what I just saw too is like getting more suitors. So you all will definitely be getting more suitors. Like, there's going to be, you know, people that want to come towards you and show you romantic gestures and different things like that. You know. So we have chemistry. Yeah, it could be that this person is jealous, not because you have chemistry with them, but also jealous because it's like there's a potential for you, of course, to have chemistry with other people, especially now that you are, you know, you're rising and you're elevating. So they're probably just mad because, especially if this was an ex or a love interest, is like, they probably just mad because it's like you don't have to decide on them, or you don't have to choose them. Especially with that Two of Swords, it's like you don't have to choose them. You can choose someone else, like someone else that's better suited for you, or you don't have to choose to be friends with them anymore. You could be with someone else that is better suited for you. So they just a little upset because they feel as though, like, deep down inside, that they're gonna get left for a better option, or gonna get left for, you know, a new crowd or a new group of people, you know. So they feel as though as you elevate, it's like they're gonna get left, which It's a high possibility. It's a high possibility. It's a high possibility that it would happen. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, no. It's a very high possibility because I feel like you already see that you have to put up boundaries when it comes to this person. So why be around someone that you always have to constantly protect yourself from? You want to be free and safe, to be around, you know, the people that, you know, love you, the people that you can be safe with. So why would you? That's just what I see. But yeah, let's get another card. Yeah, the chemistry between you and this person could be waning as you elevate. And then we also have happiness. So yeah, you have a lot to be happy about. You have a lot to be happy about because you're just about to experience, you know, so much abundance. Like, it's so much. So you definitely have a lot to be happy about. The happiness card definitely reminds me of the sun card with the sun here. And with the 10, with 2, 10, 1. Yeah, it's just like ending a cycle of just unhappiness, ending a cycle of confusion, ending a cycle of insecurity. You're just ending mad cycles. And I feel as though you have a right and you deserve to be happy with, you know, what you receive back from all of the hard work that you've put in. Like, you have a right to be happy as you transform yourself, your body, your health, your money, your beauty. Like, you deserve to be happy. And I just feel as though this person is jealous because this is clearly abundant for you. Like, and it's nothing that they can do. They can't stop it. They can't delay it. They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. This has nothing to do with them. It's all about you. So I feel as though this person is just mad about that. Y'all are definitely, if you haven't received it yet, it's like you have a lot of great and amazing things to look forward to just when it comes to you and yourself and your person. You know, you have a lot. When I mean your person, I mean you. Not this person. But you have a lot to look forward to. And it's just a case of like people who can pick up that you're next up. They can pick it up. And they know, like, no, something big is about to happen to this person. That person being you. And that's why they're mad. They're mad because something big is on the way. So let's see what comes up. I want to make sure that I'm shuffling well and I don't pick up the same cards. Okay, so we have message of concern. Message of concern has came out. I'm going to get a clarifying card to see what is up with the message of concern. Message of concern with change. So I just feel as though this person, well, it's interesting because it's like this person, for some reason, they can't block or they can't, you know, stop things from happening. But I do definitely think that this person will want to derail things from happening for you. But it could be that this person is definitely jealous because it's like clearly there is a change that is imminent for you and that you're making these changes. And I see the card 9 again. But I also feel as though it's like your path hasn't necessarily been the easiest. And it could just be that this person is jealous because it's like even similar to pile 1, regardless of what you've experienced. And even if, you know, things that you would deem to be bad have happened to you, those things have always, in a sense, like ended up for your good. You know, it ended up happening for your good. So regardless of any type of chaos or things that you experience or any type of negative feedback from what it is that you're doing, it's like it has always, that chaos or that negative feedback has always, you know, has always gotten you onto the path that you're supposed to be on. You know, it's oftentimes, it's like, what I'm trying to say is like, oftentimes I feel like we think when bad things happen to us that it's like, oh, this is so bad, but it's like there's, in a sense, transportation in that trouble. Like, it may seem like this is a challenging thing, or it's chaotic, or it's this or that, but it's just like that chaos and whatever is there is not meant, and it's not sent there to harm you, but it's sent to maybe put you on a different path. So it's just like this person could just be jealous, because it's like no matter what you experience or what you hear, even if it's negative, even if it's concerning, it has always, in a sense, gotten you to where you're supposed to be. Like, you've always come out on the other side. So this person could definitely be, they could definitely be upset about that. And then we also have main male here. Main male. So this person could also be upset. This person could also be upset because like I said, you could have other, you know, potential suitors, or they also know that like eventually you're gonna outgrow them, and you know they will be replaced. So this person is definitely giving jealous vibes because they know they're gonna be replaced. Like, they definitely know that they are. I also feel like too, with that message of concern, it's like this person could have said something to you that was, of course, very negative, but within you getting this information from them, that caused you to have to, you know, change your course of action, or it caused you to even have to move or have to leave, you know, move away from them or have to leave them. So I just feel as though this person is just jealous about you because you're clearly moving on. You're going to be receiving a lot of amazing things, and they're also going to have no place there. Okay, we have sudden wealth. So go figure. Okay, sudden wealth. Just a lot here that has to do with wealth, fortune. So yeah, I just feel as though this person, there's no place for this person and where you're going, and they're going to be replaced. So they feel jealous. They feel jealous about that. But yeah, I definitely hope that you all resonated with this pile. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, yeah, just continue to keep moving on and living your best life. Like, you know, once you pick up on the vibes, you know, move accordingly, and that's that. So I hope y'all enjoyed this reading. I will see y'all in the next one. Be blessed. And yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. All right, fam.